Columbus, Ohio, April 1st, 2006. A medical student walks into a bar with friends to celebrate the start of spring break. Security cameras capture him entering, but none show him ever leaving. To this day, no one knows where he went. This is the unexplained disappearance of Brian Shaffer. Brian was a 27-year-old medical student at Ohio State University. He was described as smart, friendly, and ambitious. But he was also grieving. His mother had passed away from cancer just weeks before he vanished. Friends say he was struggling emotionally, but still trying to maintain a sense of normal life. On March 31st, Brian and a friend went bar hopping. Around 1:15 a.m., they arrived at a bar called the Ugly Tuna Saloona. A security camera captured Brian riding up the escalator to the entrance. Inside, witnesses say Brian had a few drinks, talked to two women, and seemed relaxed. But at 1:55 a.m., Brian stepped outside toward the bar's front entrance and was never seen again. Not a single camera caught him leaving. The bar's entrance had a camera pointed directly at it. Everyone entering or exiting the bar that night was recorded, except Brian. There was a back exit, but it was used mostly by employees and was under construction, blocked by building materials and hard to access. Police reviewed hours of footage, frame by frame. They saw Brian enter. They saw hundreds of people exit. But Brian was gone. There was a tiny blind spot in the camera's coverage. If Brian exited exactly through that area, he might not have been recorded. But the window was only a few feet wide, incredibly unlikely. Some believe Brian was attacked after leaving the bar, but there were no signs of a struggle, no blood, no personal items left behind. Others think Brian walked away from his life, but he'd just bought plane tickets for a trip with his girlfriend. He seemed excited about their future. One theory suggests Brian never left the bar at all. Could he have collapsed or become trapped during the construction? The building has since been searched multiple times. Nothing was ever found. In the months after his disappearance, Brian's father received a heartbreaking call, a brief ringtone on Brian's cell phone. The carrier later explained it was likely a glitch, not an actual call. Today, Brian Shaffer remains missing. No money was ever taken from his accounts. No confirmed sightings. No evidence. A man walks into a bar. A crowd surrounds him. Cameras are everywhere. And then he's gone. More than 18 years later, this mystery still leaves investigators with one impossible question. How does a person disappear without a trace? This is True Case Breakdown. Like, subscribe, and tell me which case you want covered next.